Hi, friend. How about you grab a cup of coffee, sit down with me, and let's have a honest chat together. So last week, I talked about boundaries and I went into further detail about boundaries. And I also mentioned this week we're going to go a little deeper with forgiveness. So, specifically, healing through forgiveness, which is freedom for your heart. So, I want you to know that forgiveness is not pretending that it didn't hurt. It's not excusing what happened, and it's not saying that it was okay. Forgiveness is choosing freedom over captivity. And today we are going to talk about how to release what's been weighing your heart down so that you can move forward lighter, stronger, and freer. So there have been moments in my own life where I have carried hurt quietly. I have pushed it down, way down, and I didn't talk about it. But internally, I was dealing with disappointment, betrayal, and words that cut deeper than I expected. And there was a tape replaying over and over that conversation. And if I'm honest, part of me felt justified by holding on to it. Because if I let go of that, it felt like I was losing and that other person won. But what I eventually realized was this: I was not protecting myself, I was imprisoning myself. So imagine a jail cell, and you're sitting in it, and the door is wide open. You can walk out anytime that you want, but you choose to sit in that jail cell. That is what happens when you choose not to forgive. You choose to stay in the prison cell thinking that it's going to impact that other person when it actually hurts you. So, forgiveness is one of the most misunderstood parts of heart healing. So, let's clarify what it is and what it is not. So, forgiveness is not reconciliation without wisdom. Forgiveness does not mean that that trust is automatically restored. There has to be time. That other person has to want to change and be better. And you need time and space to actually test if this is going to be able to be something that can be reconciled. Sometimes we can forgive, but we just need to move on. Forgiveness does not mean that we remove the need for boundaries. So, like I said last week, boundaries are essential. When someone has hurt you and they want forgiveness, you can give them that, but if their character has not changed, they may not be a safe person. So you need to have boundaries to protect yourself so that you are not put in the same place that you were last time. You can forgive and still say that behavior is not welcome in my life. So what is forgiveness? Forgiveness is releasing the right for revenge. It is handing the weight of injustice, or handing the weight of justice, back to God. It is choosing not to rehearse the offense over and over in your head. It is deciding that what happened will not define your identity or dictate your future. So let's walk through a few steps on how to start this process. Step 1, I want you to acknowledge the hurt. You can't forgive what you refuse to acknowledge. Be honest with God. I don't want you to be afraid to share with God exactly how you feel and how hurt you are. Share with Him the hurt, the disappointment. Tell Him that that pain that you went through changed you. God is not God is not intimidated by your honesty. So step 2, release the debt. Forgiveness is saying, I release the debt that you owe me. Jesus forgave your debt, and you must forgive. This is a hard one, I know, but here's the thing. If Jesus tells us to forgive, we need to honestly and earnestly walk through that process with Him. So even if they never apologize, we need to forgive. Even if they never understand, we need to forgive them. You see, this issue is between you and God. And sometimes you'll have to release it more than once. Forgiveness can be a process, not a moment. So give yourself grace and don't beat yourself up. And then lastly, step 3, you need to choose peace daily. The memory may resurface, and trust me, it will. The words that was said to you will come back to your memory. When it does, don't rehearse it, redirect it. You can tell yourself, I've already released that. You see, peace is a discipline, and the more you practice it, the less power the past has over you. So I want to share a scripture with you, and it is John 14:27. And so I'm going to pull it up on my phone. And this is Jesus talking, and he says, it's John 14:27. I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart. And the peace I give, okay, I'm sorry. I keep stumbling over my words. Okay. John 14:27. I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart. And the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give. So don't be troubled or afraid. You see, there is something with the peace that we have in Jesus that the world cannot give. So keep taking this to Him. So sometimes the person you need to forgive is you. Maybe you stayed in a situation too long. Maybe you have to forgive yourself for not speaking up when you should have. Maybe you need to forgive yourself for missing those red flags. It's okay. We're all in a learning process. So forgive. If this is you, hear me clearly. You did the best you could with what you knew. Shame is not your portion. Growth is. This is what we're doing. We are growing and learning. And if you are in a safe place, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. We're going to do a little exercise. Okay. I want you to picture the person or the situation that comes to your mind about forgiveness. And I want you to simply say in your heart, I release you. I give this to God, and I choose freedom. You may not feel fireworks. You may not feel lighter, but you may feel a little more space in your chest. That's healing. So this week, I encourage you to write a forgiveness letter. This letter is for you only. You do not have to send this to the person that you're forgiving. It is for your freedom. And if this stirred something deeper in you, identifying wounds, long-standing pain, that's exactly why I do what I do. Because confident leadership is built on healing hearts. And I would love to walk with you personally through your growth in your, whether it's personal, whether it's leadership. So I want you to know that you deserve to walk light. You deserve peace. Forgiveness is not weakness. Forgiveness is spiritual strength. And if you've walked through forgiveness before, you know exactly what I'm saying. Stand strong, my friend. Continue to give it over to God. Continue to pray, because God will take this. He will heal your heart. And if I can be praying for you through your healing process of forgiving someone that has hurt you, please message me or drop it in the comments, because I would love to be purposefully praying for you this week on this very subject. So I want you to remember that Jesus gives us peace. His gift of peace is not what the world gives us. You will not find peace in the world. I pray that this has encouraged you.